Good morning to you, my friend.
How are you today, man?
Good, good. We're ready to get started here
Man.
and have some fun.
Well, we're excited about seeing you coming up on Friday night, the ASU Convocation Center. It's the WWE RAW Supershow. For people who haven't been to a WWE RAW event and these live events now, what's this going to be like Friday night?
You know, it's really fun. The best thing is that there is something for everyone. If you're a little kid, if you're a man, woman, teenager, everyone has good times. And it's exciting, you know, the music, your favorite superstars. Of course, the matches are the bread and butter of the whole show, but there's also some fun stuff, intermission. There's you can get some souvenirs. Now they have the nice stage with the televisions, and you can see some stuff maybe recorded from the previous week. So it really ties into the actual television programming a lot better than in the past. It's really fun. And with the price, you know, you can't beat the value.
Oh, man, tickets start as low as $15 this Friday night at the Convocation Center. On the phone again with Santino Marella. Santino, who came up with the idea of the actual Cobra and having the Cobra on your arm?
Well, the Cobra was taught to me many years ago now, probably 8 years ago. I was working in a little bar in Italy, and there was this traveler. His name was Taro. And he would just travel around the world, and he was a very wise man. all he had was like backpack, you know, and he spoke like 7 languages. Anyway, we were having a little bit wine, and he was very fascinating, so I was listening to him tell the stories. And he showed me this thing where he transformed his arm into a snake, into a cobra. And I never thought anything about it again. And then, of course, many years later, about 4 or 5 years later, I'm in a match, and I believe it was against Carlito. And all of a sudden, just like it was planted like a seed in my brain, I just put my arm out, made the cobra, and I beat him. And I remember I came backstage, and John Cena said to me, what was that? Where did you get that? And I said, I don't know. I just did it. And he said, well, if I were you, I would keep it. So ever since that time, the Cobra was born. And then, of course, we wanted to jazz it up a little bit and put on the snake skin, you know.
Oh, man, kids are going crazy to have that on their arm.
Yeah, it's fun when I look to the audience and I see the kids with it on their arm. It's funny because the kids like to, you know, imitate their superstars. So I'm just happy that they are imitating the Cobra because, you know, they don't know how to do it for real. So you can't hurt somebody. Like if you can't give a kid body slam, you're going to hurt them, you know.
Right.
But Cobra is not going to hurt you because they don't know the secrets.
The secrets of the Cobra. Were you a fan for life? I know a lot of guys who get into the WWE have watched forever. Were you a fan from early on?
Yeah, I think every WWE superstar was a fan. I was a big Hulkamaniac when I was growing up, and I like Jimmy Snuka, and I like British Bulldogs and those guys. I was a big fan. I love wrestling as a kid, and you know, for me it's very much fond memory because it was the only time that the family sat down together.
Oh, wow. Because
my father liked one show, my mother liked another show, the kids liked another show. But when it was wrestling, everybody sat down to watch together. So that's why I like that it's like a family activity.
So what's the coolest thing? Being a WWE superstar is something guys aspire to be, and now you're there and you got people going nuts for you all across the world. What's the coolest thing you've had the chance to do because you're a WWE superstar?
Recently, I went to Red Square in Moscow.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty cool. One time, me, Rey Mysterio, and Vladimir Kozlov, we rent bicycles, and we ride the bicycles all through Sydney, Australia. That was really cool. One time, me and John Morrison, we rent bicycles and go around Nice, France.
Uh-huh.
It was really nice. So sometimes we don't get lots of time off, but sometimes we have a chance to take, maybe 4 or 5 hours. We went to the Vatican and the Eiffel Tower, and we get a chance to travel these places. And not for the whole day, not like for the whole week, but sometimes if you get in late, you'll sacrifice some sleep, get up and go, spend 4 or 5 hours in a special, amazing city. But, then we're off to the next city. So it's tough, but like I said, small sacrifice to make to see such great things.
So being a WWE superstar, and again, we're on the phone with Santino Marella of the WWE. Being a WWE superstar, is there any celebrity encounter that you've had that was like cooler than the rest of them?
For me, Bob Barker. When I met Bob Barker was surreal because it reminds me of when I was a kid. If I did not go to school because I was sick, I lay on the couch and I watched Price is Right. So it reminded me of being a kid. Don Johnson was pretty cool too. Miami Vice was a very popular show.
Yeah.
The Muppets, that was very surreal to talk to Kermit the Frog and Piggy and everything. Yeah, I guess we have a chance to meet some celebrities. I met Shaquille O'Neal. That was crazy. That guy's humongous.
Humongous.
Snoopy the dog was cool too.
So now that you have the chance to do that, what's it like for you though? Because being a celebrity on your own, I mean, it's probably a deal where pretty much everywhere you go, people want to come up to you and talk to you. How's that affected your life?
It's okay. Like, for example, if I'm somewhere like, let's say I'm at home or going to dinner with my girlfriend or my family, maybe one person, two people, that's okay. That's fine. But sometimes when it's very many people, it's a little difficult because you don't want, you can't stop for everyone because it's going to take, 45 minutes and you're with your family, so you can't do that. But, you don't want to be rude to the fans either, so you feel a little pressure from both sides. But if it's one or two people, I love to meet fans actually and talk to them and see where they're from and what they like and how they feel about the current wrestling situation and that kind of stuff.
Two more questions. One, what's your biggest and favorite moment so far in WWE? Can you name one?
Well, that's a good one. My debut was very, very, memorable for me. Probably the best because it was the first time.
Yeah.
But to win the United States Championship was very, very cool. I guess any championship that I won was pretty cool because very prestigious and, everyone's so proud of you and stuff like that. So I guess that would have to be that, winning titles. And there's been some really cool matches, actually. I remember one time I was wrestling Kofi Kingston in Paris, France, and just the crowd was so loud and so crazy. And it's really the crowd, actually, to be honest, that really gives you the best memories. Recently, we were in China and Japan and Taiwan, and the crowds were so amazing that I'll never forget how cool it felt to be entertaining them. But they're the ones that are giving so much back to me with all their cheering and noise and that kind of stuff. So it's like we entertain each other.
So, final question. This is the toughest one I'm going to throw at you. Okay?
Yes.
The hottest WWE diva of all time. Who is it?
When I was a kid, I think that Elizabeth was the most prettiest in the world.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to body, there's obviously Trish Stratus is very, very sexy. But these days we have like Oksana and Caitlyn and Victoria's and stuff like that. We have very, very sexy divas now too. The Bellas and Kelly, that they were very sexy too. So, man, I guess it just depends. What's your personal preference of flavor?
Well, man, we look forward to seeing you coming up on Friday night at the ASU Convocation Center. You can get tickets at tickets.astate.edu or go to our website, kissjonesboro.com, to get those tickets. Santino, we'll see you this weekend, man.
You got it.